back to my channel, you guys, or shall I welcome myself back for disappearing for so long. This video is long overdue, but as I mentioned in my last video, I will be doing a full face using only Morphe products. Okay, so first things first, we're going to put on some eyebrows. This is the Morphe Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Hazelnut. So what I like to do is I literally like to just brush them upwards and do the bottom first, because I feel like I have more shape on the bottom of my brow than on the top. But once I have like somewhat a shape on the bottom, I like to brush them down and give myself an even shape. So I know this video is a full face of Morphe, but Morphe does not have a brow powder and these brows need one. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Benefit Foolproof Brow Powder. This is honestly my favorite. I know I'm a little off topic because this is a Morphe video, but just thought I'd share that with you guys since I'm using it. So now that we have our brows on, I'm going to go ahead and clean up the brow area with the Morphe Concealer. I use the shade C1.65. Blend it out with the sponge. I didn't realize I was running so low on this concealer. I would have bought another one. For this video I had to buy a few items that I was missing in my collection, and they got here pretty fast. I think I was the one super delayed with this video. Well, I don't think I was. I know I was. I was debating if I should go in with like a powder, but I'm actually just gonna go right into the palette that I want to use. This is the Jaclyn Hill palette. Volume 2, it's their second collaboration with Morphe, and I absolutely love this palette, you guys. Look how beautiful that is. So to start off, I'm going to use the shade Certified, and I'm going to put that all over my lid to set this. Now that I have that placed where I want it, I'm going to go in with a clean blending brush. This is the Morphe 505, and I'm going to buff that out. So now we have that blended, I'm going to go in with some concealer, and I'm going to go ahead and carve my eyelids once again. My mirror. This is probably so dirty in the back. Really not that messy. So I'm going to start off in the center of my eye, and this is a little trick I learned because I have somewhat hooded eyes, so I like to place my eyeshadow my concealer here, and then I like to look up, and wherever it touches, that's how I know that's as far it will go. So then I just connect them. It's a little scary at first because you think, oh my god, it goes so high up. Trust me, this is something that I learned, and it's an easier way to do your concealer, and it, like, just face it, that's your shape of the eye, and your cut crease looks more natural when it falls into your shape. So that's why I like to do it also, because if not, then you have to stay like this until your concealer dries, and regardless, it might even transfer. So it's better to just do it to your eye shape. So I'm going to put some here in the front as well and do the same thing. Literally, look up. Wherever it touches, you know that you have to put concealer there. I'm between Get Ready With Me and Ride or Diamonds. Let's go with Ride or Diamonds. I'm going to place them on my finger and tap it on to where I have concealer. I'm going to go in with the brush and just get the edges that my finger couldn't really do. So in order to really blend that harsh line out, I like to do two things. I like to use the outer corner shade, and then I like to go in back with the glitter brush that I use, not adding any more products, and just tapping over it again. And then again, just to really give it that blended look. Another reason why that's helpful for me is because I like to stop my concealer when I cut my crease right where I want my glitter to stop. I don't really do my cut crease all the way to the end, which I think maybe that's why I don't blend as easily, or maybe that's why I struggle to blend and I have to go through the extra step of using the two brushes and going like that. But I don't like to cake my eye up with more concealer if I don't have to. Going in with a clean blending brush, I am just going to buff everything out. Now we're moving on to the base. And yes, I said base, not face, okay? So this is a product that I didn't have that I had to buy. This is their foundation primer. I got the Revitalizer. This is the more hydrating one. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit on my fingers. It honestly feels like it turns into like water right when you put it on. Like I feel an instant cooling. I want to say it smells like wipes, like baby wipes. It does kind of feel a little slippery. So if you have oily skin, I don't know how you may feel about this, but if you have dry skin like me, you may really like this. I'm gonna go with the Morphe foundation, and this could be a little bit drying. It took me months, not months, weeks, like multiple times wearing it and working with it and playing with it to find a way that this works for my skin type, because again, I'm really dry. This is very matte. You will wear this and your makeup is not going anywhere. This is my go-to foundation when I go to pool parties here in Miami, and honestly, it does not come off. Ooh, I didn't think this through. So I got this foundation when I was very pale, which is like 98% of the time of the year. But now I've gotten a little bit of sun. I don't think I told you guys the shade, but the shade is F2.20. It might just be a little light for me right now, but once we put bronzer and all that, I think it'll work. As you guys can see, a little goes a super long way. Like I literally just put like a drop on the sponge, and I was able to do from here, all this, to like literally right here. So now we're gonna go back to our concealer and we're gonna really scrape the insides, because I don't even think I have anything left in here. This shit was empty when I started priming my eyes. This is also a new product that I bought to make this video, and it is the Morphe Bacon Set Setting Powder. I got the shade Banana instead of translucent because I feel like I have so many translucent powders. I'm hoping this is not too dark for me. Right now I'm tan, so I think it'll work perfectly, but my foundation ain't. I get some on the sponge and place it under my eye. This powder is so finely milled that actually when I applied it, like it kind of just looks like part of my foundation, and I only need to brush off. Like I see it, like here there's more excess, but like here it kind of like just blended in with my skin. Yeah, I definitely like applying this powder with the sponge. I think it even leaves like somewhat a sheen. Like I kind of feel like there's like a shine to it. I don't know if it's because my viewfinder is so tiny, but I kind of feel like I have a natural highlight there. Wow, I really like that powder. So now I'm gonna put some on my forehead, some on the bridge of my nose, and on my chin. So now we're moving into the next product, and I was so excited to find this product because it is the bronzer that I mentioned in my last video that I thought was limited edition, and it's not. This is the Glamour Bronze bronzer, and look how big this bronzer is, you guys. I don't remember the price right now, but I know it's very inexpensive. And it comes with a mirror. So I'm just gonna take a brush, tap off the excess. And I'm gonna use this as a contour and bronzer. This is like the perfect beach bronzer. Okay, so while we let that sit, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Morphe highlighter. This is the High Impact Highlighter in the shade Spark. Okay, so I went ahead and I took off that excess powder, and we're going to move on to blush. So for blush, I'll be using the Morphe blush palette. This is the shade 8W Warm Master. They have, I think, 2 of these. I'm going to go into the shade Unapologetic. I think I'm going to add some of this shade right here, Sweet. I'm going to go back to the Morphe times Jaclyn Hill palette. And I'm going to go in with one of the first shades that we used. I'm going to go in with Comfort Zone. That's the first transition shade that we used. So going in with a very thin brush, I'm going to go into G Money. And I'm just going to tap that on my outer corner. Just very little bit of it. Just to kind of give it that eyeliner effect. I'm going to go ahead and put on some eyeliner mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is actually super exciting because I have never used this product from Morphe, but it is the Morphe lashes. I got the style Yas Queen, and they look so beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these babies on. Wow, these are big. So what I like to do is I like to measure my lashes before cutting them. Let me actually do this. So they have a very thick band. I like thick bands just because I feel like it's easier to apply. My eyelids are so little that I normally cut like half the lash off when I get new lashes. So I'm gonna go ahead and see more or less. I'm gonna start off small, even though I know I need to cut a lot. And I'm gonna just cut off the last chunk. So now I'm gonna apply some glue. So they do have other lashes. Just when I was looking online, like these just like popped up on the screen, and I was like, okay. If I wear these to my grandma's house, le da un ataque de corazón. Let me put the other one on so they can kind of match. Because like this, you can totally see the difference between no lash and lash. So this is the lashes on. If I'm being completely real with you guys, this is probably not a lash that a lot of people would wear. I'm used to wearing lashes, so this doesn't really bother me. And even for me, I feel them pretty long. To finish off, we're gonna go in with lipstick. For this look, I think I'm gonna put Schoolgirl with a little bit of Boy Toy. Yeah. So apply some on. So I'm gonna use a little bit of Boy Toy, and I'm just gonna put that in the center. Top of the look, we're gonna go in with the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. I've gone through I don't know how many bottles of these, and I will continue purchasing it. That completes today's makeup look. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please like this video and give it a thumbs up, and I hope to see you all in my next video.